Good day, ladies and gentlemen, beloveds in Christ. Good morning. How is everything? How are you guys doing? This morning I just like to talk briefly on what I titled, Men, please stop making your child to think that you hate them. Good numbers of men always make this mistake by presenting themselves to their children as if they don't like their children, as if they hate their children, but unknown to them. And most women contribute in this presentation, in this negative side of presenting their husband to their children, that makes their children to be think that their parents hate them, unknown to the women. How does this normally happen? You will find out that in most cases, when the man is not around, you are at work or you are engaged in other things, you are not at home, but your wife is at home. The child will do something that is not good. Instead of your wife, which is the woman that is at home, to take care of that child by disciplining the child, she will not do it. What happened? She will say, don't worry. Let your father come. When your dad comes back, you will see what you are going to get today. He's going to deal with you. You will see it. And in the end of the day, when the man comes back, the wife will tell him, look at what this child did today. Instead of you as a father to ask your wife, okay, you were at home when this child did this thing. So what did you do? How did you discipline him or her? You as a father, you will not ask your wife any question. Just only for your wife to tell you, look at what your child did. Then you stood up and pick up a cane or beds or whatever. You go straight to that your child and start flogging that child, yelling at him or her. Look, no, doing so, you are presenting yourself bad to that child. You will make that child will start seeing you as the bad person in the house. The child will start seeing you that you never like him or her. You hate him or her because of the way you react. You would have first asked your wife, what did you do? When this child did this thing, how did you discipline him or her? It's very important. Remember, the Bible says, parents train up a child the way he should go. Bible never says the husband train up the child the way he or she will go. No, it's parents. When the Bible says parents, it's simply referring to both parents, the father and the mother, not only the father. You will find out that after you, as the man, as the father, you discipline that child, either you flog the child. After flogging the child, when the child started crying, you will go back inside. And when you get inside, your wife will also be the first person that will stoop up and walk straight to where that child is and start petting that child. Oh, sorry, my dear. My dear, sorry, don't cry again. Don't cry again. Please stop crying. That is okay. That is okay. Don't worry. Are you hungry? Do you want to eat? What did you need? Okay, don't worry. I'll talk to him. I'm going to talk to your father. I will talk to your father. Don't worry. That is okay. Please stop crying. That is okay. Don't worry. If you are going to school tomorrow, I will give you biscuits. I will give you money so that you will use to buy something in the school during break. Look, come on. Parents, How does that sound? You see the way most men present themselves to their children as a bad person unknown to them. The best thing you do when you are not at home, your wife is at home, only for you to come back, and she said, look at what your child did. First, ask her, when this child did this thing, you were at home. I wasn't around. We both have these children. So what did you do? How did you discipline this child? That should be your first thing. Because never you stop presenting yourself as the tiger in the house. Because after you flogging that child or yelling at that child, when the child starts crying, that same your wife will be the first person to go straight to where that child is and start petting that child. Try lobbying that child to stop crying by in the way of, don't worry, I'll give you biscuits when we're going to school. I will give you money so that you use to buy something. I will do this for you, just for the child to stop crying. So by so doing, you find out that she is indirectly, but unknown to her, but indirectly, the child will start seeing that your wife as the good person, will start thinking that your wife is the one that is the only one that loved him or her, will start thinking that she is the only one that cares for her, and she will start developing hatred for you as the father. Because you are the one that always flogged her, you are the one that always hit her, you are the one that always yelled at her. But her mom, he never did. You will not be at home when she will do something. But when you come back, you will be the one that will yell at her. But her mom always kept quiet and keep saying, don't worry. Wait when your father come. Remember, those days when you were also a child, how you feel sometimes when you do something, your mom did not talk. Your mom won't say anything. She will also say the same thing. Wait, your father is coming, your daddy is coming. When he comes today, he's going to deal with you. And really, when your dad comes, he flog you. Remember how you used to feel. Remember those things that normally come into your brain. It's the same thing to that child. It's high time we men will stop this particular mistake. It will get to a point you're not seeing that child will start as in shifting away from you as a father. Because he will start developing that fear for you as a father. That the freeness will not be there, will no longer be there with you. Because he or she will start seeing you as another different person. Instead of that child seeing you as her father to be free with you, to discuss with you, to share some things with you, you start seeing that child will start going away from you, will start shifting from you. When you are coming, when immediately that child heard your voice, the child will run inside. It's not good. Then you will find out that if your wife is coming from outside, just only for that child to hear the voice of your wife, the child will run from inside, outside. It's going straight to hug your wife. Why? These are some of the common mistakes that always lead to such. Parents, please stop this error. Good numbers of women that always did this thing, but they never know that it is a big mistake, what they are doing. And they never know the result, the end point of what they are doing. They never know that they are presenting their husband to his children as bad person. Please, let's try to stop this error. Remember what the Bible says. Parents, train up a child the way he or she will go when he grows up. So the training is for both parties. The discipline is of both parties, not only the man will be doing the discipline, then the woman be the soft. It's not so. It's not so. When you are at home as a mother, your child did something which you know that is not good, you have to caution him or her. When your husband comes back, all you need to do is to let him know that, look at what this child did today, but this is how I discipline him or her. Yeah, that's how it ought to be. Not you be at home, your child will do something that is wrong. Instead of you to discipline your child, you won't. You keep shouting, don't worry, let your father come. Some of the women will not even shout self. They'll say, don't just worry, I don't have time. I don't have time to stress myself because of this. Don't worry, your father is come. You know how he used to deal with you before now. You know the way your dad used to deal with you. Don't worry, when he comes back today, you're going to see it. He will deal with you mercilessly. So, automatically, you are already letting that child know that his father or her father hates her. You are letting that child know that your husband hates him or her. That your husband is a tiger or a lion at home. And the child will start seeing you as the soft person, the good person that loved him or her. And whenever he did something bad, you'll find out that it will get to a point, if the father wants to discipline him or her, the child will start running towards you. So please, let's stop this mistake. And remember, father, as a father, remember, you being a man is not to exhibit your manship on top of your children by flogging them, by flogging the hell out of them. No. Flogging is not the only way to correct a child. You can correct a child without flogging. The best correction a child will always take and listen to from you is the one you do with love. It's the one you do with kindness. Stop yelling at your children. You will find out that most times when you come back and your wife tells you, look at what your child did, don't move if you want to prove what I'm saying now. If you are the type that always flog your children, or whenever your child do something wrong, your wife always say, don't worry, let your dad comes back. And when you come back, your wife will tell you, you start discipline, you flog it. If you are that type, just put what I'm telling you now to test. Next time when you come back, your wife tell you such a thing, don't react the way you used to do before. When she tells you, just have your bait, eat, you lie down on the bed. Then you watch what your wife is going to tell you. Then you will start seeing her saying, are you not a man? I just told you, look at what your child did. You didn't even say anything. You don't do anything. You just lie down just like that. It's not so. She is trying to present you as the bad person to your children, so you have to apply your wisdom. And if she tells you, look at what your child did, don't just flog if you want to react. Go straight to that your child. Call that your child close to yourself. Talk with love. Encourage that child. Talk to that child with love. Correct that child with love. Don't yell at him or her. Nor flog him or her. No. Just call that child close to yourself. Pet the child. And then you let the child know what him or she did wrong. You explain things to that child. Look at how it ought to be, not this way. You will find out that child will develop that love for you as a father. You will be surprised. Your wife will even still be angry that, you didn't flog the child. What are you doing? Are you not man enough? Are you not a man? No. You being a man in the house is not for you to keep flogging your child, presenting yourself to your children. That's the bad person. Stop doing this. Stop making this mistake. It's not good. And we men has always been getting it wrong in this area. Presenting yourself to your children as a bad person. It's not good. Stop it. Always encourage them with love and care. And if you are not at home, your wife tells you that look at what your children do, and she was around when they did this thing, ask her, what did you do? As their mother, what did you do? Because you were at home when they did this thing. You are their mother, I am their father. So we are both their parents. The correction is for both of us, not only for me as a man. So you as the mother, how did you correct them? What did you do? What did you tell them? You listen to her. Let her tell you what she do or the action she took in disciplining them first. If she end up by saying, are you not their father? I didn't touch them. I will keep it. I said you should come first. Okay. Then you apply your wisdom. Don't flog her because that's what she's expecting to see you doing. She wants to see you flogging those children. But you don't do same. Call those children closer. Encourage them. Show love to them. Talk to them with love. You'll find out that those children, they will love you more than whatever you can think of. And they will be more closer to you. They will be open up. They will be free to talk to you, to tell you their mind. Then you will understand your children. Then you will keep yelling at them, flogging them, pursuing them around the compound. Look, you are only presenting yourself as a lion to your children. And your children will never be open to you. You will never understand your children. They will always see you as the bad person. And your wife as the good person. And they will always be closer to your wife. Because she presents herself to be the good person. And you present yourself to be the bad person. Why? Not by word, but with your action. Yeah, but to you, you are disciplining them. But in the wrong way, or not to you. So you now find out that in the process of you trying to straighten them, you are presenting yourself as the bad person unknown to you. That is trying to correct one thing and then destroying another thing. What are you destroying? You trying to correct them, and then you are destroying the connection, the relationship between you and your children as what? A father and son or daughter. So please, always learn to apply wisdom in whatever you are doing with your children as a father. And if you are that type of a wife that always keeps quiet, that never say anything, that always try to be the good person at home, please stop it. You and your husband are what? The parents of that child. When your child do something wrong, you don't have to keep it and start keep telling them, let your father come. No. You have to discipline that child. Not only by flogging or yelling. You do it with love. Do it with care. When your husband comes, you can only let him know. If you wish, just let him know, look at what this child did today. But I have disciplined him or her. That is how it ought to be. Okay? With this, I say, thanks very much. Parents, please, train up a child the way he or she will grow. Love you guys. God love you the most. God love is the best. And always be a good child of God. Remember, in whatever you are doing, God first. Okay? Love you. Bye. Please, you can follow us at our YouTube. Gentle J at YouTube. Thank you.